From a raw electric winger in Madeira to a literal global goal-scoring machine, welcome to This Explainer, where we're tracking the legendary evolution of Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to dive right into how this kid conquered the footballing globe. We're talking tactical shifts, those dramatic rivalries, and just the sheer force of will that defines his journey. Let's get right into the exact moments that etched his name into history.
Just listen to this. The greatest in the history of the Champions League with an absolute beauty. I mean, when seasoned broadcasters completely lose their minds on air, screaming that you're the greatest in the history of the competition, you know you're witnessing something truly special. This quote sets our stage perfectly, really. It's the absolute peak of a mountain he spent years climbing. But how exactly did he get there?
Let's start with Section 1, the Manchester United rise.
It was right here that a certain dynamic partnership started utterly terrifying Europe. Teaming up with Wayne Rooney, man, the original broadcast just marveled at their connection. Rooney was the ultimate provider. He'd look up, spot Ronaldo, and hit that perfect pass to the near post or right through the middle. And Ronaldo, he was always right there to supply that instant impact. It wasn't just two guys playing together. It was this lethal synchronized duo, where Rooney's vision just perfectly met Ronaldo's relentless drive.
And he started doing things that, quite frankly, defied logic. You'd hear things like, "What a stunning goal from Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my word, can you believe the genius of this man?" When you're routinely making pros ask if what they just watched is even physically possible, you're transforming the game. It wasn't just that he scored, it was how he scored. He was demoralizing the opposition and absolutely electrifying the fans.
Which brings us to Section 2, Drama in Moscow.
Picture this. It's 2008. A tense, freezing, rain-soaked night for the European Cup final against fierce rivals Chelsea. Ronaldo produces the goods exactly when it matters most, rising up to meet a brilliant Wes Brown cross with this towering header to give United the lead. But, football is crazy unpredictable. Completely against the run of play, Chelsea fights back. Frank Lampard equalizes, the momentum completely shifts, and United is dragged into a truly agonizing penalty shootout.
And this shootout, a total emotional roller coaster. Step 1, Carlos Tevez scores. Cool as you like. Step 2, Ronaldo, the guy who literally carried them there, steps up, does his trademark little stutter, and he's denied by Petr Cech. You can almost feel the crushing weight of that moment, right? Such shocking vulnerability. But then, Step 3, fate intervenes with John Terry's infamous slip in the rain. And finally, Step 4, ultimate redemption hits when Edwin van der Sar saves Nicolas Anelka's shot. United are champions of Europe, and Ronaldo flips from the despair of a missed penalty to tears of absolute triumph.
Moving right along to Section 3, ruling the Champions League.
Now, you simply cannot talk about this era without talking about the rivalry that defined modern football. Lionel Messi would do something magical, score a crucial goal, absolutely dominate the headlines, and immediately, Ronaldo responds. Every single time Messi seemed to take the spotlight, Ronaldo would step right up, almost like he was fueled by it, to reclaim the stage with a spectacular, physics-defying strike of his own. It was basically a heavyweight bout playing out over a decade.
You can actually hear the commentators captivated by this constant one-upshipment. Ronaldo reclaims his stage. He's done it again. This wasn't a one-off thing. It was this relentless ability to answer his rivals. Whenever the pressure was at its absolute highest, whenever people thought he might be slipping behind, he'd pull out a special strike. Night after night, goal after stunning goal, he absolutely refused to be second best.
To make that happen, he really had to evolve tactically during his Real Madrid era. He wasn't just relying on those flashy solo runs anymore. He started utilizing masterful link-up play with Marcelo out on the wing, and he completely thrived on those precise, defense-splitting sideways passes from Luka Modric. He essentially transformed into the ultimate penalty box predator, relying on that exceptional service to set up spectacular finishes and just break hearts all across Europe.
Let's shift gears a bit to Section 4, Glory for Portugal.
So, his national team wasn't always the dominant force his club teams were. He faced immense challenges, overcoming some pretty terrible defensive moments and heavy defeats, like that tough one against Thomas Muller's Germany. Yet, despite those painful setbacks, Ronaldo constantly dragged Portugal back into contention. Working alongside creative guys like Nani and Ricardo Quaresma, he kept pushing his country to the absolute verge of glory through sheer persistence.
When his country needed a savior, he answered the call. Facing Zlatan Ibrahimovic's Sweden in a massive playoff, the pressure was just suffocating. Listen to this. Can he kill the Swedish dream? He has done surely. Hat-trick in his own country, 2 tiers. That's a resounding yes. A stunning hat-trick, single-handedly dismantling the opposition and proving, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he could shoulder the immense weight of an entire country.
And finally, Section 5, reaching 900 goals. Everything we've discussed so far builds to this exact moment. A pinpoint Nuno Mendes cross, finding his captain right in front of the adoring home fans against Croatia. He strikes, he scores, and he instantly drops to the ground in pure, unadulterated emotion. 900 career goals for club and country. I mean, it is an absolutely staggering, mind-bending number that really just demonstrates the sheer scale of his athletic greatness and unparalleled longevity. To score that many times at the highest level of professional football, that's something most people couldn't even pull off in a video game.
The broadcast reaction really says it all. Goal number 900 for club and country comes on Portuguese soil and the tears. And those tears weren't just from the fans, they were his too. Falling to his knees, bearing his face in his hands on the pitch, it's the raw culmination of decades of sacrifice, relentless training, and just this unquenchable thirst to be the absolute best.
Which leaves us with a fascinating question to ponder. After 900 goals, in a career entirely built on defying limits and silencing doubters, how long will this incredible goal-scoring record actually stand? Will we ever see another player combine this level of talent with this absolute obsession for finding the back of the net? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep